Hey guys, welcome to a video on how to fix your lag and FPS. I do have a bit of a cold right now, so I just want to make this video quick. So obviously the biggest thing that people have found out is that you can actually increase the FPS you get by disabling sounds, and basically what we want to do is go to Documents, My Games, Path of Exile, and then click on the production config.ini, and then you want to locate sounds, which is quite easy to find. It's at the top. So here it is, and obviously it sounds. So basically we have these numeric values, 6 and 196. These are the sounds on the slider, and with the ones at defaults I did change, but normally there's something like, for example, 76. So even if we put it to 0, it doesn't stop the sounds from playing in game. So the game's still playing the bird sound in the background, or the sky, or the wind noise, even though you can't hear it. So if we actually turn it to false, it will actually stop playing the sound. So I quickly want to talk about which sounds you want to disable. Obviously ambient sound, turn that to false. Dialogue sound, if you are doing a lot of Ubers and stuff, I recommend it, so you can hear when an Uber does a voice line, but at most time you can just disable it, and you should disable it if Cassie is really annoying you. And the second one is sound effects volume 2. Now, sound effects volume 2 I'll get to at the end. I'm just going to talk about the others. Music, turn it to false. Chat alert sounds, do not turn this to false, because when someone wants to buy your item and this is false, you won't hear that ping, so keep this on. Reverb enabled, turn this off. What reverb does is basically make sounds bounce off walls and stuff. If you do have sound effects on, a lot of the sounds will cut off, but it's a very good increase. Item filter sounds, this is also something you do not want to turn to false. When a divide drops, you will hear that sound, but if this is on false, then you will not hear it, so keep this on false. Obviously, if you alt tab, it's disabled. So what I want you guys to do is obviously save the file. That's all you need to do, save it, and then run the game and see how it does. And if it's buttery smooth, you don't need to disable this, but if you're still lagging, then turn sound effects volume 2 false. So if you guys, for example, your sound's back, all you need to do is just put the sliders on. I can see they're at the bottom, but as soon as you interact with these, they will have their numeric values again. If you guys are on, so with the renderer, obviously most people will be on DirectX X11 because it's defaulted. But if you do lag a lot and you have issues with like loading frames and stuff, I recommend you try out an experiment with Vulkan and DirectX X12. Personally, for me, I get a lot of FPS from DirectX X12, but some other people do Vulkan, so it really depends on your system. Obviously, turning your settings to low is also something you can do, and triple buffering as well. I've heard some mixed things about this, so you might need to experiment with triple buffering as well. Okay, it's for the network issues of Path of Exile. So the first thing is, if you have high ping and it's not really to do with your router, I recommend that you change your gateway. For example, you change your gateway to the others that are the closest MS. So right now I'm in London, and if London for some reason is having a network issue, I'd switch to Amsterdam or Frankfurt or even Paris. So there's always that. And I also want to talk about networking modes. There's 2 of them. You have predictive and lockstep. If you have very high ping, I recommend that you choose predictive. Predictive basically makes it so that your character and all your actions, you'll do them and then the game checks them afterwards, and then actually confirming that those actions did take place. Even with higher ping, there will be rubber banding, but it'll be much smoother than using lockstep. And if you have very good internet, then I recommend lockstep. Lockstep basically, with every move and action you do, the game basically checks and then confirms that those happened at the same time. So rather than predictive, which lets you do something and then afterwards it checks it, this will pretty much be trying to sync every action at the same time. But that's about it. I know it's a short video today. I just wanted to get something out for you guys, as I've seen so many people have a lot of FPS issues, so I did a lot of research, and yeah, I hope you guys have a lot of fun with the rest of this league and have a good one.